G'day, this is Captainoob and this is the Mk14 Redux. That's right, the Mk14 EBR is back again and better than ever. Fallout 4Y has gone ahead and redone this mod from pretty much the ground up, and War Daddy has even thrown in some new animations too, so this is going to be a very high quality weapon package with lots of customization. Speaking of customization, we'll get into those attachments. And first of all, for the receivers, we've got 4 different types of receivers. Starting off with the automatic one, obviously that's going to make your thing automatic, so immediately plus fire rate, but a little bit less damage and a higher VATS cost there, which makes sense because you'd be firing bursts with an automatic weapon in VATS. Anyway, the combat receiver is your basic middle of the road plus damage receiver. There's no real drawbacks to this one, and no real benefits to that one either. The marksman receiver will give you a little bit more damage than the combat receiver, but you'll sacrifice 50% fire rate, so you're going to want to stay back with this thing and get the best damage you can out of it. And for the tactical receiver, think of that as your calibrated receiver. As you can tell there, you get plus critical damage and a little bit of damage along with that, so you're not missing out entirely. If we take these down to Mark 5, which is the best, you can tell that you get plus 150 critical damage, which will go really well with a luck build, and you probably want to build this thing around VATS. Now, speaking of building this weapon, one of the main design premises of this weapon was that Fallout 4Y wanted this thing to be viable no matter how you sort of utilized it. Meaning he didn't want any sort of main weapon loadouts to be the dominant one like you see with the regular Fallout 4 weapons. Like, you'd always want an advanced or powerful auto receiver and assault rifle. There's no way around that. But yeah, using all of these attachments and all of their benefits, which are all listed by the way, which is actually brilliant in decision making, you can actually make this thing viable in many different situations, which perfectly really does the modularity of the weapons in Fallout 4 great justice. So enough of me talking, we'll attach the sniper receiver onto that and we'll move on. Now for the barrels, you get 2 different lengths of barrels and 3 different variants of each. The short barrels, they'll give you minus 10 VATS cost. The longer barrels will give you a little bit more VATS cost. The opposite. But then the light, okay, so you've got 3 different ones here. So the light one will give you plus hipfire accuracy 40%. This one will give you a little bit less hipfire accuracy benefit, but a little bit of recoil reduction. And the ported barrel will just give you straight up recoil reduction there. So if you find yourself not able to control this thing's recoil, then I suggest putting on the ported barrels. And basically you've got the same thing with the long barrels there, except you get a little bit more accuracy and range out of them, which is neat. I want to go for a long heavy barrel there. I feel like that'll be the best for a sniper there. Don't need to control the recoil too much. I feel like that is going to be just fine how it is. Now for the stock, this is where it gets even more interesting, because the standard stock, if it could reappear, you can see that does 200% bash damage, which is crazy. So you will probably want to have this thing on a regular automatic one where you want to get close and personal and bash people to death. That's more than you can get bayonets, so that's pretty good. Okay, so the combat stock will give you less recoil or more recoil control, and the tactical stock will help you out in VATS a little bit, again for the luck build, perfect. And the marksman stock will give you sighted accuracy bonuses, which is good for a sniper, so yeah, we'll chuck that on. Now for the magazine, unfortunately it doesn't change the mesh when you're doing this, so it's all sort of stat and number changes that isn't immediately available to see on the weapon card here, except for the weight. We'll go for an extra, no, we're going for an extra small magazine, because that'll actually benefit us with reload time and VATS cost there. So if we need to pull this thing out and use it in VATS, we can be a little bit more effective with the extra small mag, although we are sacrificing a little bit of ammo capacity with that. We should be fine though. Snipers don't need all of that much bullets. Now the optics here is where it gets even more interesting, because despite having the same sort of conventions as the vanilla weapons, you've got a little bit different name. So the marksmans are obviously for the long scopes, the tactical I'd say for medium, and the combat scopes are for short, but I feel like the combat scope is good enough. You can have holographics and EO text there, which is good. There's no glow sights, which is a little bit disappointing, but the iron sights are okay. You can't use them during night though, so that kind of sucks. And for the muzzles, you get a whole bunch of different things that you'd find on the vanilla weapons, but we're going to go for a suppressor there. No way, I'm not ever putting a suppressor on my weapons. And of course, there are so many weapon camos here that it's just too much to choose from. I'll just rapidly skim through them. You can have a look in the if you pause the video for a bit, seems to lag out my game when they're trying to load them in. Let's go for some hexagon camo. That's very nice looking. Now you can change the magnification on your scope here, so you can actually have a recon scope basically out of all of your scopes there. So very nice. So you know what, let's change it to a recon scope there, and along with that we can change, or we can attach a flashlight or a laser sight there. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. A laser sight is definitely a cool thing to have in a sniper, right? Now this is the caliber changes thing. So right now we've got 308s doing 261 damage. We could upgrade that a little bit for 50, and yeah, that'll give us less fire rate, although we could keep the fire rate going higher but only lose a little bit of damage with the 38 special rounds. So I feel like that's actually a decent attachment to put on there, even though we're not gaining a whole lot out of it. That's actually kind of an interesting choice for me to make, even though the 38s probably wouldn't have the same power as the bigger rounds there. I feel like the range on these bad boys should be heaps lower than the same on the big rifle rounds, but whatever. Okay, I think that is just about it for the marksman model Mark 5 thingy. Yeah. You might have noticed this thing in the customization menu at the start. As you can tell there, it's got a little baby mini nuke there where the mag should be, and that is because this thing fires projectiles that explode a little bit like mini nukes. So this is one of the unique variants added by Fallout 4Y. It's the Brotherhood version of this thing, I suppose, a little prototype weapon, and basically you've got the same sort of attachments, and the receivers don't really do much except give you plus damage there. So we'll quickly make this thing up and make all of my other Mark 14s in their different variants, and we'll take them into Gunner's Plaza and we'll shoot people. Yay! Righto, so we're going to have a crack at Immersive Gunner's Plaza with our new and improved Mark 14, and there's the reload animation if you'd like to see that first off. Alright, so now if we can get the inspect animation to play, maybe after 5 seconds. Probably not. Never mind, we'll just get into shooting people. So like I said before, this one is going to be our sniper one. So we'll scope in with our recon scope, and I believe this one is actually included in the vanilla game. You can find this scope in the game files, it's there, so PS4 players can actually access this one. I don't know why they didn't use it though. It seemed like a really cool scope to use, but now we're getting a little bit swarmed by people, and I think the sniper one has done pretty well so far, but we're going to need something a little bit more rate of fire. Actually, there's a little bit of spread onto this. I think I was missing that gun even though I had the crosshairs right on them. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And now we've got a stupid blood bug that's screwing up all of my stealthiness, so you know what, you'll get to die with a little bit of that nonsense. There you go. Alright, now let me sneak attack crit again. There we go, much better. So the sniper one, not really all that useful up in close range, still gets a sniper perk, being semi-automatic and scoped, but very nice weapon indeed. There's a whole lot of reticule customization that I didn't quite get into, simply because I feel like the attachment section was long enough, but yeah. It's there. I do urge you to go out and try this if you haven't already decided that you wanted to download this mod. It is a little bit on the heavy side though at 350 megabytes there, so it's taking up quite a swath of your load order on the Xbox One there, since you only get like 1.1 gig. Okay, so looks like I've got a caravan guard with me, which is going to be nice to take out some other distraction on me, but as you can tell, I'm being swarmed by gunners at this point, so what better moment to take out our automatic one. Alright, we'll go ahead and start shooting people here. And yeah, the recoil on this one is a little bit high, despite me trying to reduce that a little bit by putting the recoil compensating stock on it and all that. And even, I think I've still got the 38 specials loaded in this thing, so maybe this thing just kicks like a mule anyways. But we seem to be doing pretty good damage, so as long as we can stay hidden. Like most weapons, that's the case, but yeah, seem to be doing pretty well so far. Alright, so we'll grab the tactical one out. As you can tell, we're not able to quite one-shot that gunner just by random shot there, but yeah. If we just go ahead and crit them, we can do so much more damage. We're almost finished with that one anyway. We'll just quickly kill that one. If you were to attach the legendary effect of Lucky onto this thing, yeah, you could probably pretty much one-shot everything, like I'm going to do now. Excellent with a VATS Lucky build, and obviously with the legendary effect there. Also with, I guess, you could call the overdrive effect for this one good too, because yeah, you get a little bit extra chance to do crits without even trying. Okay, there are so many gunners at this point that I'm not sure what to do other than, okay. Who keeps going down? That caravan guard, I really hope I can kill them because they're constantly getting in the way of my sneak attack criticals. If you're protected, marked as protected, can I kill you? God damn it, you're annoying. Okay, well now that she is down, we might as well bring out our tactical one again, whilst we're still not noticed. Alright, we'll have one shot at you, hopefully we'll get that. One you, and you, and you, and you, you. Keep on going. Keep going until we're out. Another brigadier there. And I think that's it. Okay, we'll spam the crit button. And we get a nice level up there. More crits. And after about the fourth shot, we get automatic crits there. I was spamming space, didn't see a crit go away. So it's a slideshow of gunners dying in slow motion and random VATS camera angles. As you can tell, that gunner standing right in front of me that I just killed was carrying a Mk14 EBR in her hands. So as you can tell, it's injected into the leveled list. People have it, so it's not going to be hard for you to find. Now, in terms of what, oh, I don't think I'm getting the sneak attack crits anymore. That sucks. Oh, yep, definitely no sneak attacks when they're that close. Alright, we'll whip out our automatic one again. Oh, you've got an automatic one too. That's actually a rare spawn for this mod, so must have gotten lucky. But you'll find that certain NPCs use this weapon a little bit differently. Some of the gunners have the tactical receivers and that. And the raiders, however, don't have the caliber of making these things all that tactical, so you'll find them with more of the basic mods, which is actually kind of interesting there, and it makes sense for a standpoint there. Obviously, raiders are just a bunch of drug-fucked idiots rather than a mercenary group armed with very, very high-quality weapons, so why would you expect them to have anything else? Also, this thing sucks at VATS. Okay, back to the sniper. Let's take your head off there. Maybe I should have put the 50 cals in this because this isn't doing quite the damage I wanted, but sure, that's fine. I'm a damage snob because I play on very hard and things are overly tanky and they expect a certain time to kill. We're cutting through these guys at a reasonable pace here. It helped that we leveled up about halfway through there to actually... Oh god. Okay, we're in nerd rage at this point, so... I don't think using the sniper here was the most optimal choice, but we'll make do with what we can. That caravan guard is still around. Mark my words, I'm going to slaughter her harder than I slaughter Captain Bridget in Gunners Plaza. And I'll do it with a smile. Just fucking die already. There we go. That's what you get for messing up my sneak attack criticals. Companions are lucky that I can't do that. Usually they're essential, or my own companions, and I don't like killing companions that I've created on the creation kit. Just seems like a whole waste of time for me. Okay, now that we are back in Sneak Attackville, we can easily cheese through the rest of these gunners. Wow, that one's a coward, stayed right back. But luckily for us, we've got a sniper. We'll have no trouble picking her off there if you just stand still. Oh, there's even a couple more down there. Okay, you're in good cover there, so I won't bother. You're standing still, you moved. Just got to make sure we get him in the head. There we go. We can hold our breath for bloody ages. We could do this all day. If you could just stop moving for a second, that would be great. This would be a good time for the tactical one if I can get a VATS shot at them, because, yeah, my aim obviously isn't too great today. It's a long day at work. I'm not exactly 100% awake right now, but this mod video was too good to turn down right away. So yeah, I'm loving this so far, despite the fact I'm playing very poorly, and I apologize for that. Okay, that's a Brigadier, so she can't go down to one crit, unfortunately. Either will that one. Thank you, VATS, for that camera angle. At least someone out there is entertained by that, though. Okay. Got to finish off the last one there. Nice little cheeky headshot on my part. And I believe that guy just got knocked down. Did he get ragdolled? Maybe. No, he didn't. That was just me being an idiot. Maybe some other corpse ragdolled and I thought that was them. Okay, looks like we're at the point where we can go up and finish these guys off. But yeah, in terms of damage, doesn't seem to be hitting as hard as quite I'd like. Maybe if I actually bothered to put 50s in this thing, maybe it would be performing a little bit better. But what's over there? Is that Rust Devils? Oh, really? Like I need more things to mess up my sneak attack criticals. Anyways, this got a flashlight and I'm going to use it as I clear out this section here. Now these guys aren't aggroed for some reason. Maybe they're not communicating or they're doing... Ooh, they're actually out of the pen today. Looks like they've been good enough to the gunners to not have them locked in there, because why else would they have them locked in there other than for punishment? Alright. Maybe that's their recruiting thing. They just sit them in there until they're broken. Also, we've got the automatic one. Don't forget about that. Sneaky, sneaky does it. You're in a state of aggro where I'm not allowed to sneak attack crit you, and that annoys me greatly. You can have a crit now. Okay. And we're back into hidden, and whatever that was over there, I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's that bloody feral ghoul. Well, guess what, ghoulie? I'm not really kind to your kind, so, down you go. Strange how this thing isn't pinpoint accurate like vanilla weapons, but whatever. That seems to be doing okay. Okay, let's move into Gunner's Plaza in the interior and see how this thing goes. Alright, we'll start off with the automatic one. No flashlights just yet. We'll just sneak around the corner here and use the covering thing to our advantage. Pop out the corner, rattle off a few rounds there in a burst. And we'll just finish off the rest of these gunners in here. So far, so good. When there's not a lot of things to, well, just not a lot of other variables that don't come into play. When you're in Gunner's Plaza, you can pretty much finish these guys off very easily. We'll just wait until that turret has finished, and we'll use the recoil to kill both of these things, which is pretty high on this thing. Usually automatic weapons don't kick like this, but that's just how we've been played today. That's alright. Also, there's a grenade in there. These gunners love throwing their grenades. No use for the sniper one. We'll go for the tactical one again. Now, you might notice how this thing's got an unlimited ammo capacity, and that is because I've got the 50 cals in this, which reduce ammo capacity, and the extra small mag for you know, better VATS efficiency and all that. And for some reason, it makes a magazine size so low that it's never-ending now. So yeah, you get a free never-ending effect. You might want to look at that Fallout 4, why there seems to be a little bit of a glitch in your weapons. But other than that, it's been pretty damn good so far, and we've leveled up twice during this video. Maybe there's a little bit more gunners outside Immersive Gunners Plaza this time, because I usually don't level up twice during videos, but whatever. We'll quickly finish off these gunners as they come around, and now... Oh, there's Captain Bridget. Let's go ahead and light her up, and we'll pop the crits as they come up. See the damage as it comes up too. Thanks, game, for not giving me the right camera angle. Oh no, you're not popping that stim pack. Almost killed you. Alright, she has to be finished by now. Mysterious Stranger comes in with his bloody Chopper Reed mustache, and everything shoots at the Mysterious Stranger, including that turret there, so they weren't really happy to see him either, were they? Okay. Hey, that gunner just hopped over. That's kind of interesting. You usually don't see NPCs do that. Okay, we'll go for a crit on you. Not quite enough to kill her in one shot, obviously, because she is aggroed, so sure, that's fine. I'll deal with that. And now we are kind of swarmed at the moment, so I'm going to put that one away, I think. And we'll bring out our mini nuke launching one, because why the hell not? Alright, so we'll quickly shoot and duck around the corner and kill things. Another one over there. Oh, yeah, this is a perfect time for Nerd Rage. What have we got left? Kind of a lot left at this point. No? Yeah. Yeah, I think we've cleared out everything. The radiation doesn't seem to be too high. It'd be kind of cool if the radiation left behind was very high, like that other nuke launcher on the Tiger gun that I had before. That was actually kind of cool, because as my power armor, it didn't really affect me. And everyone around me was just dropping dead from radiation. I'm not going to shoot it in there, however. That's just stupid. Alright. You're dead, says the gunner, who's brought a power fist to a Mk14 Redux fight. Have a crit. And down you go. Here comes Mysterious Stranger again. Will he get his kill too? Yes, that's kill number 2 for Mysterious Stranger. Good on him. Good show all around from NPCs today. Alright, we'll quickly peek around this corner. Make sure we reload first. I like how you reload the tiny little mini nuke in there. Make sure you break line of sight whilst firing the nuke. Almost 2,000 damage on this one. A little bit of a crazy joke weapon at this point, but yeah, that's fine.
Move.
There we go. Yeah, you better be pacified at that. So, you better kill him.
You kill. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I'm making good use out of my Black Widow perk here. I don't usually do this, but yeah, now you're fighting for my amusement. Oh, you've actually thrown a grenade too. You must really hate that. But anyway, you can die now. Down you go. Back to hostile for you. And we'll kill your mate too. Alright, nice little cheeky headshot there. Finish off that turret and the one next to it. And then we'll be done with Gunner's Plaza for real. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you will understand the capabilities of this weapon. If you aren't playing around on very hard, you'll find this thing to be a little bit more effective. Let's just use a mini nuke one against Swan, and I think we'll call it a video there. I'm really getting sick of all these random encounters showing up where Swan lives, because usually I like to fight Swan alone, but he's just drawn a pack of Rust Devils to him, so we'll just have to do what needs to be done. We'll shoot a nuke down there, and we'll get the rest on Swan over here. So we'll just find his face, get bugger all shot for this thing and VATS, but it's going to be good enough to deal a significant amount of damage anyway. And luckily this thing, compared to real time, is reloading super fast there, so yeah, that seems to be good. Can we get a stagger on Swan there? We missed somehow. I'm pretty sure that went straight through his arm, but whatever. I think we get a stagger on him. I'm blinded by the mushroom cloud there, so we can't really see for sure. But we'll have more shots at him in that. Nope, I can't even stagger him with this. He's a tough cookie, this one. Another benefit of having this thing... Ooh, hang on, we're almost dead. He's hit us twice really quickly there, which is a shame for us. And we've killed ourselves there. Yeah, you should really be careful with this thing. Okay, so like I was saying, one of the main things about this thing, or this little attachment here, is you get to see War Daddy's reload animation over and over. So if you're really a fan of that, then yeah, this is the weapon for you. Okay. Let's go in shooting his face a little bit more with that. That seems to be doing us well. We'll throw a crit in there. We don't get any extra damage, so what was the bloody point? That's interesting. We don't get extra crit damage with explosives. I wonder how that works. Not sure. But we'll just quickly keep on backpedaling away, and hopefully he doesn't find us despite us firing an unsuppressed weapon. Also, the game stuttered a bit, which means it probably just spawned something over in this direction. Would it be Gunners over here at Immersive Gunners Plaza? Yes, it is. Ah, he was sitting in his little gunner shack. I'm taking this shack now. Is it a toilet? No, it's just a storage place for extra metal things. Yeah, I'm loving the sound of a gunner getting crushed by Swan over there. Oh yeah, you may pop a stim pack, but... Okay, I'd like to comment about the gunner, how he said that Swan was fucked. I mean, he is, but not by the gunner, by this particular weapon. So if you could just scoot over in that sort of direction, that would be good. Hooray, we're out of his aggro, which is great. He looks like he's gone to mutation station. So we just need to get a decent little trip away from him, and then we'll start raining some nuclear fire down on his face again, which again doesn't stagger him. Why doesn't it stagger him? Now he's raising his face shield, which means we do less damage if we were firing at him with regular bullets. But no, these are explosives, man, so that's fine. We'll just use this little thing here to spoof his pathing and jump through these trees here. And as you can tell there, we have defeated the mighty Todd AI pathing there, which is great. Gone into nerd rage once again. Quickly run away so we aren't caught in the explosive radius. And one shot to the head. Damn, 14,000 damage on there. That was a clutch ending there, but I think that is good as time as any to call it a video there for the old Mk14 Redux there. So if I haven't implied this already, I highly recommend you download this mod. If you don't put it on Xbox One Fallout 4, why you're going to disappoint a lot of my subscribers, so don't do that. And yeah, I'll have the links in the description as soon as the mod is released on the Nexus and hopefully Bethesda.net respectively. And yes, we can all run around with our Mark 14 EBRs wishing this thing is going to be in Fallout 76, but it probably won't because we'll have cruddy pipe weapons. Can they not exist in Fallout 76? I think a lot of us would think that's a good thing. Maybe bring some of the cooler weapons from Fallout 3 back, or those cool ones from New Vegas. I mean, technically there should be more guns around since it's like not 200 years after the war, but merely like 20 to 25. There should be more guns. It's America we're talking about. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Thank you for watching, guys.